It's not, it doesn't look that cloudy up. It's like some clouds over there. This book is so interesting. I've heard a lot of people talk about how it must be like an RPG game written in a book format. Some of the dialogue is kind of giving, oh my god, I'm so quirky, I'm so different. That's kind of what it's giving. But obviously I'm on page like 5, so let me hold judgment till the end. I wanted to share with you guys a couple of new books that I've gotten recently. I'm pretty excited about all of them and I thought I would share. First one is All About Love by Bell Hooks. This one has been very popular on social media and I never picked it up because it's nonfiction and I don't usually read nonfiction. It's very boring for me. But I went to an Olivia Dean concert recently and she said in her concert that this book is what inspired her latest album, The Art of Loving, and that album changed my life. So I really wanted to read it because she recommended it. And I just loved her concert so much. Very heartwarming to see an artist preach about something that is so common but also so forgotten, which is love. Already read some part of the introduction, already underlined some things, and I love the way the author writes. It's very relatable. I went to a used bookstore in LA and I got 2 books from there. The first one is The Mountain and the Sea by Ray Naylor. This one is also something that's been really popular and I think it's being turned into a TV show or a movie. It's about a group of octopi that live off an archipelago. They have their own culture and their own language, and so a group of scientists go to like study. I haven't read science fiction in a really long time because nothing has really piqued my interest, but this one really seemed interesting and I really like the edges. Sprayed edges are like really in right now, but this one is so minimal, but I really like the pattern of it, and the cover too is just really pretty. When I go out to shop for books, I'm trying really hard not to look at the ratings online because that is the way I used to shop originally. If something seems really interesting to me and I usually try to read the first chapter in the store too, just to make sure the writing style is okay for me, then I usually get it. The other one I got from the used bookstore is The Library of Broken Hearts by Lucy Gilmore. This one was a really cute synopsis. It's about a woman named Chloe who has to take care of her younger siblings and find herself and make ends meet. And then she finds like a old book at the library where she works. There's like notes scribbled into the margin about two lovers like writing to each other, and so she just goes on like a scavenger hunt to find more about these two lovers and just like also find herself. It seemed very wholesome. It seemed like the literary romance that's really right up my alley. So I sent 2 books from Berkeley Romance. I picked these 2 books because the covers look so pretty. Wait, let's take a moment for the covers. They seem like both very good romances. I think this one is a sapphic one, and this one is maybe an age gap one. I don't know. I'm into it. I love romance, and I'm very excited to read these. I haven't been feeling romance recently, as I've said in my last few vlogs, but I think that if I take the pressure off of it being a literary masterpiece, which it doesn't ever have to be that, I think I'll enjoy it. And love is beautiful. I love love. Let me enjoy it for a little bit. Everything doesn't have to be like a critically acclaimed masterpiece. I also ordered Nana Kumar's newest book, The Highland Fling, I believe it's called. I was very hesitant to get it because her second book, I think, was like a second chance romance, and I usually don't do those, but I loved her first book, Say You'll Be Mine. I loved that book, and so I was really disappointed in the second one, but the third one seems promising, so I got it. I had a gift card, so I was like, why not? I love this author. I loved her writing. I just like felt like the story and the pacing was really weird in the second one, and also I'm just not a fan of second chance romances. It should be coming next week sometime, but I'm very excited about it because I'm hoping it'll give me the same vibe as Say You'll Be Mine, which I absolutely adored. I'm really hoping to knock out some of my TBR. I have a lot of books on my shelf that are unread. Like I've said in past videos, this entire shelf almost entirely is unread books. So I do need to read that. This is me officially, I swear to God, I am putting myself on a book buying ban. I am not allowed to buy any more books. Buy. If a publisher wants to send me books, go ahead, queen, I'm not gonna stop you. If I buy a book, jail. I have to get rid of one, actually. Like I have to get rid of a book if I want to buy one. Anyways, I'm gonna try to dedicate the next few days to just sitting and reading. I don't think that I'm in a reading slump because I'm fully in denial about it, but I will be putting myself on a book buying ban. This time I will uphold it. No more new books unless a publisher sends me one. I'm not gonna say no to that. Hold me accountable, please. I will make sure I do it this time. just finished Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it was just the writing for me was a little bit too snarky maybe, or too like, I think like I just don't like it when a man writes. I can just tell when a book is written by a man because everything is written so matter of fact, and I feel like the emotions that the main character is going through is not explored that much, which is maybe what I like personally. So when the author doesn't really let the main character feel their feelings, I guess, I get a little bit disconnected from the character. It's such a silly way of not liking a book, I feel like, because I should be able to see more perspectives. Like, everything doesn't have to be about emotions. Essentially, this book takes place in a post-dystopian Earth where this alien conglomerate capitalistic society, and they force the remaining residents of Earth to participate in a video game-esque dungeon crawl, and they all have to survive by going to each level. They start on level 1 and they can go all the way to level 18, but each level gets progressively harder to get down to the next level. If you've ever played Stardew Valley, I feel like I'm kind of comparing it to the mines. Each level, as you go deeper and deeper into the mines, gets progressively worse. I would expect someone whose whole life got destroyed and now he's forced to play in this dystopian Hunger Games level game in order to survive is kind of a lot, and like we just don't have that much time given to him kind of like coming to terms with the fact that he has to do this. He kind of just starts doing it. I don't know. I know this is like a very different take. I think another part of why I'm feeling conflicted is because I don't really play RPG video games. Sometimes I had a really hard time envisioning or imagining like what the author was trying to describe in terms of the world building. I think I'm gonna sit on it for a little bit. I'll journal about it a little bit. I will say this was extremely addictive. Like, it was hard to put down. I think I basically devoured this book. There was no point where I was bored. I got frustrated more than anything because like the world building wasn't making sense to me, but that's just, I think, me personally and how my mind works. I did reserve the next book at the library. I think this is like a 7-book series. I will update you on what I think on this. Looking through the books that I read in July, I have only read 3 books this month. One of them was All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Crosby, which was a gruesome, crazy murder mystery that was extremely emotionally taxing. The second one was Catabasis by R.F. Kuang, which was also a crazy emotional journey into hell, which was also emotionally taxing. And then just finished Dungeon Crawler Carl. It was crazy because it was a dystopian novel, but also the world building was just like so much for me. Like, my mind was just not able to process some things and I was getting so confused and frustrated. So I think the next book that I read has to be something light and potentially something that I have read before. I am currently choosing between 2 books: The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood or Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I should read The Love Hypothesis because the movie is coming out soon-ish, I believe. I think in September. I think I read this for the first time, I want to say 2023? 2024 maybe? It's been a while. It's been a really long time. In fact, when I was watching the trailer for the movie, I had a really hard time remembering what the plot was even about. I feel like they are fake dating. The characters' names are Olive and Adam. That's all I remember. And then Olive is like a grad student, and I think Adam is like older than her, but they like have to pretend to date for some reason. I love Ali Hazelwood. If you're new here, if you haven't seen me say this before, I love Ali Hazelwood. Her writing is so good to me. I know she's not everyone's cup of tea because I think she tends to write characters that are very snarky and sarcastic and kind of say out-of-pocket things a lot of times. But I kind of like it. I think it's funny and I think it's really entertaining. I literally read anything Ali Hazelwood puts out. I have probably her entire backlist on my shelf because I love her so much. Oh, really interesting. This book is written in third person, whereas I feel like her other romance books are written in first person, so that's an interesting change. I was not expecting that. I'm 50% of the way through The Love Hypothesis. Oh my god, I love Allie Hazelwood so much. I love her so much. And this book, as I'm reading it, it's pretty tame compared to her later books of how like crazy and kooky her characters are. It's pretty tame, honestly. I personally am a huge fan of Allie Hazelwood. I'll always recommend her books, but if you want to start easy and get used to her writing style, I would definitely start with The Love Hypothesis. Way tamer than what I've read in her next few books. I'm so glad I decided to reread it because I genuinely don't remember the plot. That just goes to show that I feel like I should reread books more often. I'm always like chasing the newest thing, the next newest thing. I can reread books too. What's the point of having all these books on my shelf if I'm not going to reread them, you know? Really excited to finish it. I'll probably finish it tonight. I'm very excited. This vlog has been kind of like a hodgepodge of everything. Kind of tired this week, so I was taking it really slow, just kind of like romanticizing the little moments, because like I feel like we get so caught up in like the day-to-day, it's really hard to like look back and like actually see like what am I actually enjoying today, or like what am I doing that's making me feel good today. And I think that's what this vlog was about, like doing things that genuinely made me feel really good. Thanks for coming along. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I'll see you next week. Bye everyone.